I'm in the company of two musicians. Reggae Jean, should we start with you in the punk band? What was the deal with that?
Why not?
Sure. Tell me about the punk band.
I mean, there's not much to tell. I was an angry teenager. I could slam the doors at home or I could go yell in public.
Oh, here's some... What are we seeing here? What are we seeing here?
It's,
That's you.
that's me. That's
Wow.
me with more hair, considerably more teenage angst. And it eventually led here. So, you know, it was
Right.
productive.
It was performance.
I did it to reach this couch.
Yes, right. And here you are. Here you are. What were the shows like? Kind of intense, I hear.
Yeah, they're a little wild. I mean,
Yeah.
you did occasionally get people hanging off the ceiling, bouncing
Sure.
off the walls. I remember we got signed when I was quite young, and they'd sent a scout to a show. It was upstairs in the garage in Highbury, and there were just like kids literally like sweat dripping off the walls, just kids bouncing off each other. It's just massive mosh pits. And they had no idea what was going on, but they knew they wanted a part of it.
Crowd surfing? Was that part of it? Yeah.
Essentially, I had too much Eddie Vedder in my childhood.
There you go. Now, what about your metal band? I know
I was never signed.
But you tried anyway, didn't
Far
you?
from it. Yeah,
so
yeah, yeah.
I wouldn't peg you for a metal guy, quite frankly. Just watching your work and your career, you seem so well composed.
Yeah.
Was this an outlet for you?
It was definitely an outlet, very much like Reggae was saying. I think, as a teenager, it was, just sort of putting on music and banging my head seemed to solve a lot of problems. But in
Or
fact,
make them go away.
yeah. In fact, actually, I have sort of, a little bit of neck issues, C6, C7, which is apparently normal, when you're getting close to a certain age. But, and then I just thought recently, I was like, it's probably from the headbanging. I remember a friend of mine threw like this sort of metal, sort of industrial music night, and we all went to that. And then the next day I went to see my first ever gig, which was Nirvana, which was kind of amazing.
That was your first gig.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. I was 15.
You had good friends. Who took you?
15. I think I went with a friend by myself. My sister lived in Dublin, so we stayed with her. But after those 2 nights, I couldn't move my neck past here. Wow. I remember that. So I probably did some damage.
It's
back
still
then.
with you to this
Yeah.
day.
Who would've
Headbangers
thought?
disease,
Who would've
they're
thought?
called.
And my parents were always like, that's not good for you. And I was like, what are you talking about? They said it was killing brain cells, but it was actually the neck. That was the issue.